Om Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Voice of God, Volume 1. Main title, Common Dharmas. Chapter 59. Are we qualified to get angry? We become angry under several circumstances. More importantly, we get angry in two ways. If someone does something wrong, we become angry with him. Or if someone abuses us, we become angry with him. If we think about this, we will know that we are in no way qualified to become angry in both the cases. We get angry when someone does something wrong. Does it then mean that we do not commit wrongs? When we abuse someone, calling him a sinner, we should think for ourselves whether we have not committed the same sin. Even if we had not actually committed the sin, we would have mentally committed it. We keep on committing several wrongs and sins. There may be others who commit more wrongs and sins than us. Because our mind has attained a certain level of maturity, we have stopped with this much of sin. Since the other person's mind has not attained even that much maturity, he commits greater sin. How much have we got to struggle to correct our wrongs for another person who has degenerated to a much lower level than us and has got habituated to sinful acts? It will be difficult to come out of it. It is not necessary that we should be associated with such a person. All Shastras say that we should discard asatsang, company of the bad, and be in satsang, company of the good, and that this is the first step for spiritual development. But there is no use just hating the sinners and getting angry with them. The only thing we should do is to pray that their minds also should turn to good ways. If by God's grace any one of us has acquired the power to bless, we should use it for the redemption of the sinner. Our anger will not change the other person. The only result will be that he will become angry with us too. Enmity will keep growing on both sides. There is no merit for us in making someone act due to fear of our anger instead of that person realizing his fault and correcting himself. Acting due to fear of our anger will not be lasting. Changing others by love is only meritorious for us and it will be permanent too. For a person to commit a sin, both his mind and circumstances become the causes. It is possible that circumstances only must have restrained us from committing many sins. So, when we see a sinner, we have to pray, Ambike, I too could have committed this sin, but you have bestowed your grace and prevented the opportunity for doing it. Bestow the same grace on this person too. Secondly, it is not necessary that we should get angry because someone abuses us. Our inner mind knows how deserving we are for much abuse. Perhaps the person who abuses may have done so for a fault we have not committed, but inner mind knows that the wrongs we have committed are bigger than that. We are in such a state that every day we have to cry before Ambal. When that is so, how are we justified in finding faults with others? If it is asked, if we have not committed any wrong, then can we get angry? The answer is that in such a state, we will become a personification of love. Then we will have no other feeling towards a sinner except sympathy. If we have committed wrongs, then we are not qualified to get angry with others. In a state in which we have done no wrong, it is seen that it is all Ambal's Leela, divine sport. In Leela, who should be praised and who should be abused, whichever way it is looked at, there is no place for anger. Lord Krishna said that two powerful forces which drive man into sins are Kama and Krodha. That is, by our anger, we are causing harm to ourselves. Mostly, the other person at whom we become angry does not care for it at all. By our getting excited, we only spoil our body and mind. The dharma which is natural to man is to be kind. That is happiness too. Love is happiness for us and the other person. It is said that love, kindness is Shivam. So we should all strive to remain in the state of love. That is Shiva. Om Sri Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.